Okay, so I'm done concrete boarding this restroom, bathroom, whatever. There's got to be a slope all the way to the drain. Because I'm not using a kind of a conventional system, because I built the floor first without really knowing exactly what I was going to do, knowing that I could do whatever I wanted, even though it'd be a little difficult underneath. But anyway, I'll drill a hole there. All the water and stuff will go outside this wall. That little nook, it's gonna come out a bit. I'm gonna have a finished wood. There'll be a wood trim molding. There's gonna be drywall on top. I'm just not putting it in just yet, because I gotta fill in here, insulate here, and then this kind of crown. It's not really gonna be a crown and molding. It's just gonna be a nice stained wood, and that'll be at the angle that'll come down. So we have a towel rack up here. Gonna have a trim of wood, 3 coming across at 3 feet, and then I can't remember what I was gonna do here. I think this is all gonna be wood on the top here, treated wood, and then there's gonna be 3 kind of separate here that will kind of look like I don't know, just a trim. And then it'll come up at an angle up to there, up to here. So this half will kind of be also be wood. And then I'll have a wood trim come up here, which I will attach the shower head to. I'll also have the wood trim come at the bottom here. So the 3-foot high wood trim will go all the way around. And then this other one will skirt, and then I might bring it down, or I might just continue it across, not sure. So now I gotta tape. Well, actually I gotta mud first, fill in some of these cracks. This is not ideal, but there's not gonna be a lot of water hitting here. There's gonna be a hot water on demand here that'll have a line going outside to propane, also a line coming in for the water. Then from the panel there will be a shower hose, which it will have buttons to activate, so that'll be kind of mounted here. So the main shower area will be this area, and then it will run into the drain. So the thing was to make, I didn't really know how to go about this. At first I was gonna just have a little wall here where I'm standing, so you'd walk in and there'd be a little wall, and then I thought have a curtain that goes kind of around or something. But I really didn't want to have a curtain. It would seem obtrusive. It'd be kind of like clumsy to go in here through a curtain. So I thought, why not make the whole room a wet room? So we got this toilet, which had to be raised. My only problem is that it's perfectly level, and I meant to put just even one piece of wood underneath this base, and technically I could, but I'd have to just take everything apart, and it's just a lot of work for water. But if it turns out there's standing water, that would be not a huge problem in a shower, but not ideal. I wanted it to angle down, and then eventually it would drip and go down there. So I'm not 100% sure how that will go. However, I have plans that I could just, when I put the quick set down, I might just try to grade it. I mean, I just need a slight grade, right? It's just gravity's going to take over. So, like right now, let's take a look at where this ball, throw it there. So he just stays. Even if I help it, it doesn't really, it's just level. So if you bring it down here, and it goes all the way down. But what I wanted to make this video is just to see how well it goes down. So water is going to be hitting here a little bit, obviously here. I just put the partition there, honestly. There was no need for it other than, you know, this is really just more like a hotel room. Just a small, there'll be the bed there, TV will be there. There'll be a place to kind of hang your clothes here. There'll be a bench here, put your suitcase on or whatever, which will also have some storage. There's storage underneath the bed. I got these two panels I gotta trim up, make look nice, and then add hinges so there's access, but there's 6 bins underneath there, and then under here will be just miscellaneous stuff. Gotta build the countertop there. Fridge will go underneath. It's gonna be concrete countertop. People will kind of eat here. Shelf there, shelf there. This is a hide-a-bed. There'll be a light, swirl light there. Art there, art. Some kitchen shit. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I got. So anyway, it's not a big place, but still, if you have this open and you decide to open the door and take a shit, you don't want to be totally exposed. Although there will be a sliding, like a barn door here, so it'll cover that. I'm just not entirely sure. Either going to be a barn door, or I will trim something. I'll get another panel of this trim and I'll trim in a mirror. Okay, so it'll just look like there's a mirror, and like, okay, but then you'll push and it'll be one of those recessed magnets, and then the door will open. Probably would make it open this way. And yeah, and so it would just be on a magnet, kind of like a hidden door, which is kind of cool. Plus you get the mirror and you get the space because the mirror is also on the door. So if I do a barn door, I don't really lose any space, because in here it's only going to be this wide, like that wide, which is this wide. So it will only really need to come to here. It won't necessarily, I'll have a stopper right here. But I think the magnet door would be cooler. And then of course I'll put another piece of wood on there and all the hardware for the barn door if that's the way we go. But right now I'm gonna mud everything, seal this with mud, then I'll tape it, let it set, and then it'll be time to apply the tiling thrown. So I'll try to grade that first though, so at least there's some kind of slope. Anyway, let's check out if this ball actually gets down to the drain, now that I've been chewing your ass off for 8 minutes. Probably, well, I don't know if, oh, there we go. Perfect. That's all we want. We just want a slope. Now I kind of dropped it. Let's just see if I set it down, you know, with no inertia, what happens. I'll probably hit it. Okay, so there's a little level right there. So I'll also do that with quickset. I'll just kind of create a little slope. Let's see what happens. Oopsie, no. Okay, that's more natural. So there is enough, but there's something right here, little low part. So I'll just take my time and do it right. Anyway, this thing is just a shed. It's nothing major. Just a place for people to hang out. It's coming along.